Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play Stellaris as the Cylon network as I click at something away from the screen and redirect my attention to the game. So, we are now at war, well, last time we were, but we're still at war with the Star Concord period? Yes? Star Concord? Essentially, it's just the United Thembolon hierarchy at this point. Everyone else is long dead and extinct, and all that remains is for us to clear out a few of these places. So, obviously we shall do exactly that. This planet needs to have the snot bombarded out of it. We can then land troops and redirect their attention elsewhere. Problem is there's two planets here. Yeah, actually, you can land here right now without any bombardment. So let's get that done. And lag spike. Now, stop. This is literally the first tick after loading the game in, so I'm assuming it's gonna take a bit of time. At any rate, I can still talk through the lag spike. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this fleet, go up here, clear that out with that's with this fleet, and then by that time the invasions over here should be done. We will send our men down there, and all will be well, fine, and dandy. Up here, things are a little bit different. Well, not really. We're just sending this fleet over to this system. We're clearing it out, as well as any forces of the enemy that remain there. Then we'll go back and clear all this out, and we're going to eliminate the entirety of this empire in one war. We won't let them recover. Here we go. Curious as to how this invasion will go.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Okay. The hand station's been taken and we're moving to the next one already, so yeah. Okay. I'm just hoping we don't lose any battle frames, and I don't think we will.
Alert. Space.
Though this one's getting a little bit close. Does this mean it disengaged? Yeah, it disengaged. Yup, that was kind of easy, honestly. Okay, question now. Who does... I really should go through all these and build stuff at them, shouldn't I? Probably, right. Should probably add some more modules and the likes. Here, definitely. Oh well, we'll do that later. It's not of paramount importance or anything. Sector 1. That's the sector down here. Now, you see, my idea initially was to personally control pretty much everything up here. But there's a problem with that, isn't there? Let's take a look at the last few planets that we have. So, there's that one, there's that one over there, that one over there. Tell you what, we'll assign these two to the third or second sector. Yep, and there we go. So you can have these planets. No, this sector can have all these planets. Yeah, like that. This sector can have all these planets, and I'll maintain control over this one and this one. Question is, what do we do with stuff over here? And does that belong to Sector 2? Sorry, Sector 3. Yes, it does. Add all of it to Sector 3? And make it one ginormous sector? Sure, we'll add all of these to Sector 3, and that'll be it. Fair enough, right? But then, next time we declare war and expand somewhere, that'll be... we'll make a whole new sector out of it. And we'll develop it all nice and proper like, yeah? So there we go. We now have control of this, get reinforcements, and start bombarding the world. Or don't, because they've decided to... They decided to change my plans a little bit. Alright. Send some troops over. You're doing your thing back there, that's cool. Over here, you should be relatively done with... Not relatively done, but you are done with your bombardment campaign, so you can move over to their homeworld and eliminate their shipbuilding capabilities over there.
Ship augmentations completed.
And in the meantime, we'll retake what we've lost. There, okay. Meanwhile, a pretty resource-intense sector has been taken. Again, I'm sticking to the ideology of don't... what am I looking for? Don't repair any of your fleets, just reinforce them. Because it worked well for America, it worked well for Dad, and it will work well for me. Well, not really, but, you know, one can hope. Hi, you decided to change course at an ill moment.
Construction complete.
I'm afraid. Though I doubt I'll be able to catch up to you. Because your hyperdrive takes like... Hyperdrive period, FTL period takes like a couple of seconds to spin up. Like a day or two to spin up in game terms. Apparently, never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and we caught them and murdered them all. Right, that's done. You can now go down south and clear all of that out. This is done as well, so you can proceed to bombard that planet. Loads of planets. Loads of planets we're going to secure here. You are not landing. You should be landing. Great. What about over here? Well, the landing party's just arrived, but send them over in this direction and prepare them for invasion. Excellent. Should be some troops coming in from this direction too. Yep, a little bit. And lag spike. It doesn't help that I think I'm rendering a video in the back of this. I think it's not done yet, so it's gonna be a little bit hiccupy here and there. Good. Now, I do have a pair of science vessels that aren't doing anything. Well, they'll be doing something now. Construction ship down here not doing squat. And that is because he's done. Well, he's not done. There's like a hole to plug there, but in terms of my free expansion down south, he is done. Question: what do you have in terms of allies? Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found the next target. Isolationists, fanatically pacifistic, xenophobic. Fleet power? Equivalent. Potential threat? Yes. Well, I can't engage with objectives. None of this connects to their webway. Network, whatever. I can engage the orange guys, and I'm not even going to start picking out what... Is this just 2 factions? This is 3 factions, okay. The orange guys, the 3 orange factions, I can engage them, but I think the Chim, whatever berserkers are next, probably, because the size of their empire and the fact that I do have a connection to them. Really? You're going to try with one? You're not only going to try, you're probably going to succeed too, aren't you? My god, that is terrible. Two destroyers against the station. The station's going to lose. Not that it matters all too much, because ultimately we're just going to occupy all their planets and all their people are going to die, and it's going to be horrible, but also kind of exciting. Tell you what, before clearing that out, go and stop any excitement from happening with the front lines. As in, try and keep them as close to what they are right now as physically possible. Question, do any of my sectors need any materials? Nope. Nope, they're pretty stockpiled up and full. Sector 1 could use a little bit of expanding. A few directions. What about that science ship that's not doing anything? Why don't you survey those two systems, eh? And see what there is to be found there. Actually, first research that, then survey these two and see what can be found there. Transport fleets galore over here, not doing anything. We shall disband them. Yes, we will. They will be disbanded because, well, we're changing everything. We're changing from mechanized assault infantry into warframes, and beyond warframes, we're actually there's a thing there. Have I sent a ship to investigate the thing? I don't think I have. There's your other order. Go and do that thing. Lovely. Now, I was going somewhere with this. I'm not just exactly sure where. There was something I wanted to do. Yes, tech. Mega war forms. I thought they were war frames. At any rate, mega war forms. That's where the ground combat's at. Right? Gigantic mechs dropped planetside to exterminate all living things. Just glory, glory, hallelujah. Okay, you're done with that. You can then move here and cut off any potential excitement
Complete.
on the front lines. Are you landing your troops? I don't think you are. Land the troops, please. Here we go.
Protocols initiated.
Well, another one dead, another one gone, another one bites the dust. I'll tell you what, I think that's where I'm going to start my next sector, right there. More so than anywhere else.
System survey complete. Ship fragments dissected.
Okay. Is this ready to be brutally taken over? No. Is this ready to be brutally taken over? Yes. So go up here and start bombarding, and you can go down here and land. Again, go down there and land. Even give you a general. Because the other troops are a little bit late, I'm afraid. Oh, no, they're not. They're right there, but still. A little bit behind. And lovely. So they will get away, but we'll take back the piece of territory. I doubt you'll be able to take this. You'll be able to take this back. yes, you will. Okay. Fine, continue being annoying. I'd see if I care. I'll just chase you down even further. Oh, that science ship not doing anything. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Let's try and get you out of there alive. Won't worry about your tasks. Slightly, at a slightly more opportune moment. Debris analyzed. Good. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh. Edict's gone. I won't grab machine learning. I'll just grab the drone campaign. Until we stack up a little bit more on the energy. So I have 2 observation posts. There's a Gaia world, civilization in the Bronze Age. And there's a civilization in the Renaissance Age. Well, the Renaissance Age is going to survive because they're somewhat exciting to look at. These guys, however, will not survive. I'm afraid, because they're far too primitive. So let's get a few battle frames up and we'll send them over to acquire us a new planet. I will keep 1 observation post, Joe, though, just to sort of, you know, keep an eye on the mortals and biological living things, to mock them from a distance at their primitiveness. Right? Because it's fun. Because it's fun. There's no reason to murder absolutely everything. They can be, at the end of the game, they can be the last living things. Last non-mechanical living. And they can proudly sort of have that title and yeah. I thought I told you to land the armies, like, twice.
Acquisition successful.
Right, Mega Warforms. Check. What next? Well, unit assembly plant isn't terrible. Starbase capacity pretty much is. Embodied dynamism. Leader capacity. You know what? Yeah. Why not?
Planetary
I
pacification.
feel like we could use a little bit more lead capacity if we are going to set up a whole new sector soon.
Technological acquisition successful.
Elgate Insight 3. Complete. God help us. That's about it. Yeah. Alright. Plasma thrusters. Greater sublight speed. I think I prefer the engineering facility. Yeah, engineering facility is like dirt cheap. We'll get an engineering facility. As far as this planet is concerned, there is still work to be done. Okay. What about over here? I think I've ordered you to get some repairs. Sounds about right. There's not much point in sending you forward. Well, that kind of is, I suppose. Okay, now, let us think about something far more important than anything mentioned here. And that is that we must disband all... Actually, you as well. Disband you. We must disband all things that are not mega warforms. Eh? Because look at this thing. It does between 8 and 17 damage, and it has 1200 health. Compared to the regular battle frame array, which has 500 in health and does a weak between 3 and 6. It's Collateral damage is 200%. Here, collateral damage is 400%. But that is a message. And, we should turn off our phones while recording. But I did get something really funny, and I will read it to you. This is literally the message without any context, right? I mean, there is no context. This is the context, right? There is no other context, and I'm going to read it to you as I'm multitasking and building. It takes 500 ticks to build. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. List of areas the Romans conquered. The list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it. Right. This Nightfall. Well, tell you what, we're at war. It's not a very good time to be mucking about with all that. But then again, there is no bad time, right? So, tell you what, for the next war, we'll build ourselves some mega war forms in various different planets. And we shall utilize them for one singular purpose. The destruction of all biological life. Now, I did take a station somewhere, and that put me over the limit. I also took a planet somewhere, which put me over the limit. Tell you what, though, let's build sector number 4. And we'll start here. So, all of this is now sector 4. All of this is sector 4, and all of this, and all of this, and all of this. And then we're going to send you down here. We'll give you all of these. And down here. And we'll give you all of those. Right? And then we'll even send you all the way through there. So this is all now Sector 4. So it's not called Sector 4, so let's change that to 004. Boom. Assign it a governor, which we can't do because of leader capacity. 2 admirals, 1 general, bunch of scientists. I don't want to disband anyone. I really don't. I think I can afford to get rid of the general. We won't need generals in the New World Order because... I love how I'm calling that the New World Order. We won't need generals in the New World Order because... it will all be replaced by mechs. Like, you don't need a general if you have a mech with 1,200 health and like 20 damage per tick. It's not necessary. Simply not necessary. There you go. That's your new dude. We shall hand him a couple of thousand minerals, a couple of thousand energy, and set him loose upon the world. Isn't that beautiful? Look at him. Look at him go. Okay, now, yeah, this thing we got. No, we don't want it. You can keep it. Over here, we do want this thing. That thing I kind of do want. This thing I kind of do want as well. I mean, I can have them, so I will. That's sort of the mentality I'm going with. And keep up with everything else. Good. Unrest. Ah, yes, I forgot to resettle all of you. Let's do that right now before things get out of hand. So, I will send you. I will send you? I will send you. You will be sent. What is English? I will send you to different planets to make space for Cylons to be built. Yeah, always take that. There you go. There's one dealt with. The other, click through it all. Do I need to resettle some of you? Well, I suppose I do. Okay, there we go, and the AI will take care of the rest. Third one. Ooh, there will definitely need to be some resettling here. You can actually organize the revolt, because there's plenty of you, and you might think, Juggernaut, is this actually really necessary? Trust me, you don't want to deal with revolts. It's terrible. Like, the planet rises up against you, the garrison is nowhere near enough to defeat the revolt, and when they revolt, they go back to the control of an enemy empire, or even worse, they declare independence, so now you need to declare war against them to retake them after they bloody rebelled against you. Terrible. Horrible and terrible. No, like, we don't want to deal with any of that, no. Instead, spend a little bit of time microing, and a lot of time enjoying. Huh? How's that for a life motto? Alright. Now that's all been cleared up and dealt with, have we sent troopers over there? Yes, we have. So, I mean, at this point, we're just waiting, aren't we? We really are, and it's somewhat unfortunate. I will... First of all, I'll reinforce absolutely everything I can, but I will also focus on developing the planets that are under my direct control, because I've added a few and would very much like to keep them, you know, fine dandy in order and all of that. Deployment post planet. Don't we already have? No. Yeah, so we'll put one there. Alright. No capital on that planet. It's kind of weird. This one's nearly done. Let's build a network, I suppose. We'll turn this into a uplink node. Turn this into a stronghold. We'll turn this into spare parts department thing, energy, lab. Queue a few things up so we don't have to worry about them as we watch the war unfold. Because that's the public infrastructure. Cool. And that is the correct term here. We are watching things happen. But there is a little bit of a thing that has been ever so slightly worried that I want to address. Sorry. Really quickly. Where is it? Here we go. Natural wormhole. This is as well defended as I'm gonna get this thing, isn't it? 13,000. That's not very good. That's not very good. I was gonna check whether everything else is, you know, on par with that, at the same level, and doesn't need more minerals put into it to up its defenses. But if 13,000 is the maximum right now, it's not going to hold out against that much, so doesn't matter that much, I suppose. Now, some sort of rebellious faction has formed here.
System survey complete.
And that is highly interesting. I haven't sent you to bombard the planet, have I? Well, we might as well upgrade all your ships now that you're here and doing this. This world, it'll get like wiped out fairly quickly. Now, there's a gateway here, so we don't need to worry about it until some idiot decides to re-enable it, which that idiot will not be me, don't worry. There's plenty of wormholes in the universe, and there is no need to go about rebuilding gateways. There are plenty of natural wormholes to be absolutely terrified about. Sure, you can go over there and research stuff. I think it's like 50, 60 points per thing, which is really terrible if you take a look at the amount of points I'm getting per tick for that. But still, it's, you know, it's not utterly useless. There is a bit of use for it, so that's all right, I suppose. This fleet is done. There is one more place for you to go to. Go ahead and take care of it. And you're probably not going to land, even though I ordered you to, so let me just reaffirm my intention.
Protocols initiated.
And there goes the final planet. So, loads of craters. All that remains from what was once, or of what was once a relatively decent civilization. I think cooperated one with another too much. It doesn't work. Sounds great, doesn't work. I guess I'll send you over to the bridge. Yeah, dragging you around is weird. Right, dragging these guys around, dragging you around, very weird. And build some population here. Lovely, there we go. Is this it's not the last planet, is it the second to last planet? Maybe. To make sure to assign this to Sector 4, and assign this as well as soon as it's done. Good. Now, Transport Strike Force 1, Transport Fleet 18, Strike Force 1, you no longer exist. Strike Force 2, unfortunately, still has to exist by virtue of the fact that they have a planet to take over, or two, but there is no need for their existence, not really. We'll send this fleet over to conquer those things really quickly, and I mean, I suppose I'm going to disband this here too. And instead, because this is close to the front lines, go ahead and start building. What the hell is building? Start building mega warforms. Yeah, like so. Like so. And eventually on New Caprica too. Perfect. Someone invited someone into a confederation. I don't like that. I don't like you gathering up and unifying one with another. We will have none of that. We shall all remain free as a something. Free as something very, very independent. Yes. And then I can pick you off bit by bit very easily. But you didn't hear the latter. Okay, Sector 2, this belongs to you. Hey, we're rhyming. Dropping all the rhymes over here. What about... Oh, yeah, are all our sectors focused on a balanced... Yeah, they're all focused on a balanced approach. Okay, keep them there. Balanced approach doesn't work very well if you have food. If you're dealing with food, balanced approach doesn't work very well. If you're dealing with robots, occasionally you might want to focus a little bit more on industry because energy will be a bit too high.
Alert. Hostile fleet.
But depends on the build. If you're doing a lot of terraforming, then that's not the case. Like balanced is pretty okay. Heroic station. Okay, cool. You mean to tell me there is not completely, utterly useless biological things that have left something behind after their extinction? Well, no, of course not. If they were any good, they wouldn't have gone extinct. Yeah, think about it, eh? All this fascination with the precursors and the Cybrex and the anomalies and God knows what else, and no one stopped to think, oh, hold on, if they're all so great, then where are they? This is like some sort of embarrassing sort of mockery of the enemy's war effort, isn't it? I mean, basically what I'm doing is I've sent a fleet to be upgraded in the middle of their territory while citizens from their planet are just looking at it going, oh god, that thing is about to start bombarding us and there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, that's definitely some form of mockery. Now, there is these things, and I mean, I'll get it, but where's my battleship? Get me my battleships, and we'll talk about upgrades and build times and all that. But just get me my battleships first. How do I get to my Titans if I don't have my battleships? Didn't think about that, did you? What on earth is this? Seriously? Seriously, okay. Here is my plan. We will build defense platforms absolutely everywhere. Will these defense platforms actually, you know, defend against something and protect us? No, they will not. What will they do? Buy time. Right, this is a couple hundred minerals, a couple thousand minerals probably, invested in buying nothing but time. Time for what? Time for these guys to get to there. They can't do that because there's a FTL inhibitor there. Plan B, we bomb the living Don't, there's no need. We bomb the living hell out of their capital world, or their current capital world. They're on their 7th capital at this point, I think. Upon completion, we send this beauty over in that direction to defend against what little remains of the enemy. Now, also, methinks I would like to change these into resource reprocessors and dismantle this. Reason being, my fleet capacity is now 700 something.
Construction complete.
Right? There is no way I'm filling that out. Like, I will get to there probably, but it's way too high considering it's at 400 now. Like, eventually I'll need it around 1,000, and I will get it to around 1,000 probably. But that's eventually. This is now. Incoming raid. Lovely. I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing again and ram themselves into a... like a Leviathan or something. Yeah. They keep ramming themselves into a Leviathan or a enigmatic fortress. Actually, it's not. There can't be two enigmatic fortresses. There's probably like a Leviathan or something that they keep ramming themselves into. Which is actually incredibly awesome because that means they're weakening it. Leviathans kind of regenerate health, kind of, but they take ages to do it. So this is actually great for me. Okay, let's land our guys down there, and
construction complete.
Start working towards the defense of. This here general area.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Yeah, you're actually fairly weak and you can't go on. Like, that's it, which is kind of depressing and pathetic.
Executing evasion protocol.
Okay, invasion succeeded over here. Good, lovely. And now all of you get disbanded as a reward. That was probably terrible because there's another planet to take, isn't there? Yes, there is. Doesn't matter. We'll build mega warforms instead. And when they get finished, we'll send them over. Are there many planets nearby? Not at all. Still. When they get done, they get done. We're not in a rush. We're going to take a little bit of time to recover from this war before we can engage these guys anyway, so, like I said, we are in no rush. We're in a bit of a rush to get here. Take this out, stop them from building ships, you know. That I am okay with going to in a little bit of a haste, but everything else, it's fine. It's just a bit of relaxation, really. Tell you what, though, I think this is quite enough for this video, and I will wrap this war off. I can't English today. My sincerest apologies. Weird thing is, though, I've recorded a couple of videos before this one. One Vampire the Masquerade and another one the previous episode of Stellaris. And they went flawlessly, right? They went flawlessly until now, and there's something wrong is going on, but hey. Hey, at any rate, that's about it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up off camera, and next we will line up our forces for an invasion over here. I say line up. We'll sort of put one fleet there and the rest of them here, and we'll just go through. But that's about it. Until then, though, bye-bye.